What if the worst day of your life was the exact moment everything began to change? I was stranded in the middle of nowhere, heartbroken, car dead, no way forward. Then she appeared, barefoot, smiling, like she knew something I didn't. Minutes later, the storm hit. The ground started sinking. The river tried to take me, and I had one choice: hold on to a stranger, or lose everything again. This is the story of the moment I almost let go, and the girl who refused to let me fall. Before we dive into the incredible story, do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button so you never miss our powerful, life-changing content. Thank you for listening to this heartfelt story. If it moved you, share it, comments below, and let someone know you are never alone. I had been driving for 3 days, hands tight on the wheel, heart tighter. The road stretched endless, flat gold fields trembling under heat, wind whispering through half-open windows. Then the car shuddered, a sharp jolt, a grinding protest, silence. I stepped out, heat wrapping around me, air tasting like dust and regret. That was when I saw her, barefoot near the roadside, laughing at nothing, hair wild like it belonged to the sky. Oi! She looked at me as if she already knew every quiet crack inside my chest. You look like someone who forgot how to breathe, she said. Something in me flinched. Something in me listened. We sat on the hood of my useless car, sun lowering, light softening the edges of everything I carried. She spoke of places without names, of nights under open stars, of leaving pain behind like footprints in sand. I told her nothing at first, then everything. The words came rough, uneven, burning on the way out. She did not interrupt. She stayed. That silence between us felt louder than any confession. A truck roared past, close, wind slamming into us with sudden force. My heart jumped, full sharp, breath caught halfway between fear and something else. Her hand found mine, warm, steady, real. Stay here, she whispered, as if the moment itself could break. The world slowed, colors deepening, air thick with something fragile and new. For the first time in what felt like years, the ache inside me shifted. Not gone, never gone, but shared, carried between two beating hearts. Instead of one, the horizon stretched wider, inviting, uncertain, and beside her, I felt it begin. Something quiet, something fierce, something that asked me to believe again, even as the past lingered, just behind my ribs, waiting to be faced. Even as the past lingered, just behind my ribs, waiting to be faced. The wind shifted, cooler now, carrying the scent of distant rain. Zoey tilted her head, eyes tracing the horizon, as if she could hear something I could not. Storm is coming, she murmured, soft, certain. A low rumble followed, far away, yet close enough to stir something uneasy inside me. The sky darkened in slow strokes, blue fading into restless gray, light slipping through our fingers. My chest tightened, not fear alone, something deeper, older. Memories pressed forward, uninvited, sharp as broken glass. A voice I once loved, a goodbye that never softened, a silence that swallowed everything after. My breath grew shallow. Zoey noticed. She always noticed. Her fingers tightened around mine, gentle, grounding, pulling me back from the edge. Stay here, she said again, closer now, her voice anchoring me to the present. Thunder cracked, louder this time, vibrating through bone and breath. Rain began without warning, heavy drops striking hot, hissing alive. We scrambled into the car, laughter mixing with urgency, closeness sudden, electric. The space felt smaller, charged, every movement magnified. Water streamed down the glass, blurring the world outside, into shifting shadows and light. Another thunderclap, closer. My heart slammed hard, pulse racing. That same old panic rising fast. I turned away, hands trembling, caught between past and present. Then her voice, steady as ever, cut through everything. Look at me. I did. Rain drummed around us, wild, relentless. Yet her eyes held a calm I had forgotten existed. You are here, she said slowly. Each word deliberate, each one reaching deeper. My breath faltered, then steadied, following hers. The storm raged harder, wind rocking the car, nature refusing to be gentle. But inside, something shifted again, not erased, not healed, but understood. Her forehead touched mine, a quiet connection, fragile and unbreakable at once. And in that charged, trembling moment, with thunder echoing like a heartbeat around us, I felt the past loosen its grip, just enough to let something new take one careful step forward. The rain thickened, each drop louder, like the sky insisting on being heard. Water pooled beneath the tires, the car shifting slightly, quiet, uneasy drift. Zoey pulled back just enough to look at me again, eyes searching deeper than words. Do you feel that? She whispered. I did. A subtle movement, barely there, yet wrong. The ground beneath us softened, mud pulling, tires sinking inch by inch. My pulse surged. The storm outside roared, wind howling across open land. No shelter, no help, no sound but us. I stepped out, rain striking hard against my face, cold now biting. My shoes sank instantly, earth swallowing each step, thick and heavy. The car leaned slightly, just enough to twist my stomach. Tyler, her voice called from inside, tight with something new, something close to fear. I pushed against the hood, muscles straining, mud resisting every effort. The ground shifted again, sudden lurch. My breath caught sharp. For a split second, everything stilled. The rain, the wind, my thoughts. Then the car slid, not fast, not violent, but undeniable. Zoey scrambled out, bare feet hitting mud, balance faltering. I grabbed her arm, steadying her, holding tighter than I meant to. Her skin was cold, yet her grip held firm, refusing to let go. Another low rumble rolled beneath us. Not thunder this time, something deeper, closer. The land itself unsettled. We froze, listening, feeling. The horizon blurred into gray sheets of rain, the world shrinking to this moment, this unstable patch of earth beneath us. Zoey leaned closer, voice barely above breath. We cannot stay here. I nodded, heart hammering, mind racing through fragments of fear and instinct. We moved together, slow, careful steps, each one uncertain. Mud clung, pulled, tried to keep us. The car shifted again behind us, a dull creak, metal protesting against nature's quiet force. I turned back for a second, just one, and something inside me jolted. Not the car, not the storm, something else, a realization, sudden and sharp, cutting through every distraction. I had spent so long holding on to what broke me, that I almost stayed stuck with it, just like that car, sinking deeper. With every moment I hesitated. And beside me, Zoey's hand tightened, warm despite the cold, real despite everything unraveling around us, pulling me forward, before I could slip back again, pulling me forward, before I could slip back again. The mud thickened, gripping at my legs, each step a quiet fight. Rain struck harder, sharp against skin, needles of cold waking every nerve. Zoey moved ahead, not fast, but certain, followed, drawn by her steadiness, by the way she refused to look back. Another rumble rose, deep shifting, alive beneath us. The ground trembled, subtle, then stronger. My breath hitched, chest tightening again, fear climbing fast. Zoey! She stopped, turned, her face, wet with rain, eyes clear, unwavering. Keep moving, she said, firm now, no space for doubt. Cracks split the earth behind us, sharp, sudden, a sound that did not belong to storms. I turned, instinct, old habit, and saw the car tilt. Slowly, and more. Metal groaned, one wheel sinking out of sight, swallowed without mercy. Shock surged through me. Electric, freezing thought. Everything I carried, bags, memories, the last pieces of who I used to be, gone in that moment. A hollow opened in my chest. Zoey grabbed my face, forcing my eyes back to hers, pulling me out of that collapsing space. "Tyler, stay here," she said, voice urgent, cutting through the storm. My breath shook, hands trembled, but her presence, close real, held me together. The ground shifted again, closer now, a ripple beneath our feet. We moved faster, not running. The mud refused that, but pushing harder, fighting every pull backward. Her hand never left mine, not once. Rain blurred everything, the horizon gone, the world reduced to movement and breath. My foot slipped, sudden, violent. I dropped to one knee, mud splashing up, cold seeping through instantly. Pain shot upward, grounding. Zoey pulled, stronger than I expected, refusing to let me sink. "Get up," she urged, voice breaking through wind and fear. For a second, just one, I almost stayed there, almost gave in. To the weight, to the exhaustion, to the part of me that still believed I deserved to sink. Then her grip tightened, not forceful, not desperate, certain. I pushed up, legs shaking, heart pounding loud in my ears. And as I stood, as I chose forward again, the storm roared louder, the shifting beneath us, everything uncertain. Yet something inside me steadied, because she was still there, walking beside me, through the chaos, as if the world could break apart around us, and she would still find a way to keep us moving forward. The rain began to thin, not gentler, just less relentless, as if the storm was catching its breath. Mist rose from the soft ghostlight, curling around our legs. Each step felt quieter now, though the tension remained, tight as a held breath. Zoey slowed, not stopping, never stopping, but listening. I heard it too. Not thunder, not wind, water, low rush, growing louder, hidden somewhere ahead. We moved toward it, drawn by instinct, by the promise of something solid beyond the mud. The shifted firmer beneath my boots. Less pull, more resistance. Relief flickered, small, fragile, then vanished. The ground dropped slightly, a shallow slope, slick with rain. Below us, a narrow river had swollen, once gentle, now restless and fast. Water churned dark, edges biting at the bank, eager, alive. Zoey stepped closer, studying it, measuring something unseen. "We cross," she said. The words landed heavy. I looked at that beneath its surface, unpredictable, unforgiving. My chest tightened again, old fear rising, of losing control, of being carried somewhere I could not return from. She glanced back, reading every hesitation. "I am here," she said, soft again, steady as before. The river roared louder, wind brushing over its surface, spraying cold against my face. I stepped beside her, close enough to feel her warmth, even through soaked clothes. We moved in together. The water hit instantly. Busy, shocking breath from my lungs. Current pressed hard, urgent, pushing against every step. My footing slipped, stones shifting beneath me. Unsteady, dangerous. Zoey tightened her grip, anchoring me, her presence stronger than they. Halfway across, the force increased. Water surged higher, pulling, twisting, testing every ounce of strength. My heart pounded wildly, panic flickering at the edges, memories clawing for space again. Abandonment, that empty silence I once carried alone. "No," I breathed, more to myself than anything. Zoey leaned closer, voice cutting through the rush. "Stay with me. focused on her, on the way her eyes held mine, on the way her hand refused to let go, on the simple, undeniable truth that I was not alone in this moment. Then another. The far bank neared, close enough to feel possible, yet still uncertain. The current surged once more, stronger, sudden, and my footing gave way again, my body tilting, balance breaking, the water pulling harder than before, as everything narrowed to that single instant where I had to choose to fight forward or let myself be carried away again. The current yanked hard, cold, swallowing my legs, dragging me sideways. My grip slipped. For a breath, sharp, empty, I felt the pull win. Water surged higher, crashing against my chest, stealing air, stealing balance. Tyler! Zoe's voice cut through, clear, fierce, refusing distance. Her hand locked around my wrist, stronger than the fear rising fast inside me. I gasped, lungs burning, heart slamming against my ribs. The river roared louder, wild, relentless, as if it wanted to erase us. My feet searched, nothing stable, stones rolling beneath me. Panic surged, old memories flooded in, that same helplessness, that same feeling of losing everything all at once. The past pressed hard, too hard. Zoe stepped closer into the current, risking her own footing, closing the space between us. "Look at me," she shouted. I did. Rain clung to her lashes, water rushing around her. Yet her eyes held steady. No fear, only certainty. "You are stronger than this moment," she said, voice cutting through the chaos, each word grounding. My breath stuttered, then steadied. I planted my foot again, deeper this time, searching for something solid. For a second, nothing. Tone. Firm. Unmoving. I pushed upward, fighting the pull, forcing my body back into balance. Zoe did not let go, not even a fraction. The water resisted. Another step. The current weakened slightly. Or maybe I grew stronger. Felt the same. My legs shook, muscles burning. But I kept moving. We both did. Together. The bank came closer. Muddy, uneven, yet solid enough to promise escape. One final surge of water hit. Sharp, sudden, testing everything we had left. I leaned forward, reaching, fingers digging into wet earth. Zoe followed, still holding on, still refusing to release me. We pulled ourselves up, out of the river's grasp, onto trembling ground. For a moment, just one, everything fell silent. No roar, no pull, only breath, heavy, uneven, alive. I collapsed onto my back, chest rising hard, rain cooling my skin. Zoe dropped beside me, laughing softly, a sound full of relief and something deeper. I turned my head toward her, still catching air, still feeling the echo of the river inside me. "You stayed," I managed. I smiled, quiet, knowing, as if leaving had never been an option. Of course. The storm drifted farther away, thunder now distant, like a memory losing its grip. But the beneath us still felt uncertain, soft, shifting, as if the world had not finished testing us yet. I pushed myself up slowly, body aching, heart still racing with something more than fear. Zoe stood first, offering her hand again, always that same steady gesture. Took it, and as I rose, as I chose forward once more, the horizon opened ahead, waiting, with something unseen, still moving toward us, through the fading storm. The storm faded into a distant murmur, leaving the world washed clean, quiet in a way that felt almost sacred. We walked on, slower now, each step steady, deliberate. The grew firm beneath us, grass replacing mud, life returning in soft green stretches. Ahead, a small roadside town emerged, lights glowing warm against the fading gray, a quiet promise of shelter. I stopped for a moment, turning back toward the path we crossed. the river, the storm, the place where I almost let go. It looked smaller now, distant, powerless. Zoey stepped beside me, close enough that I could feel her presence. Without even looking. "You made it through," she said gently. I shook my head, a quiet truth settling in my chest. "We made it through." I smiled, soft and certain, as if that was always the answer. We reached the edge of town, warm light spilling across the road, the scent of something simple and comforting in the air. For the first time in so long, my chest felt open, not empty. It was free. The past still lived inside me, but it no longer controlled my steps. I understood something then, clear and unshakable. Pain may follow you across every mile, but it does not have to lead you. Sometimes, healing arrives quietly, in the form of a hand that refuses to let go, a voice that calls you back, a soul that chooses to walk beside you. Through every storm, love does not always come when you search for it. Sometimes it finds you, when you are lost, tired, and ready to give up. And when it does, it asks only one thing: to keep moving forward, together, even when the road feels uncertain. I looked at Zoey, at the calm strength in her eyes, at the kindness that never wavered. And as we stepped into the light, leaving the storm behind us, I realized the journey never truly ended, simply became something new, something shared, something worth every mile we had endured, and every step, still waiting ahead.